Hello, welcome to my studio in Burgundy. I thought I would show you how to steam if you don't happen to have a big upright or big horizontal steamer, or if you just have a small piece that you don't feel like bringing out the big equipment for. It's entirely possible to steam using some household items, namely a big boiling pot with a nice lid on it, a colander. And important to know that neither your colander nor your boiling pot should be used for food once you've used it for steaming silk or for any other kind of, dye process. You don't want to be mixing your kitchen stuff with your dye process. So you've got your pot, you've got your colander, you've got painter's tape. I like the blue painter's tape. It comes off easily, but it sticks enough. A brick, and you might need some aluminum foil and some couple sheets of newsprint. You take your silk that you have washed and let dry or dried very thoroughly, and you put it on your 2 layers of newsprint. I've got my little ostriches and kitty cat right there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll it. Roll it not very tightly, but try not to get too many wrinkles in your silk. Then have your tape standing by, then take one end and start rolling it around your hand like this. Now you're creating some creases in the silk while you're doing this, but since it's just one piece of silk, it shouldn't create too many creases that will be permanently steamed into your silk. It's got enough paper in between that the wrinkles are not being wrinkled too tight on there. So take your piece of tape and tape up that little bundle. Tape up your little bundle of joy there. Right there. That should be enough to keep it nice and sturdy. Get your boiling pot. Take your brick, place it inside. Now, you would pour water up until just below the top of the brick. So you don't want water to be covering your brick, just slightly below. That gives you a nice, like 2.5 inches of water in there. Put your colander over that and place your little bundle inside. This is quite a large bundle, but if you had a smaller one, you could put several in there. I've got another one here, and I could potentially just place it inside here like that, if I wanted to. Or I could sandwich several bundles next to each other like that. And if you know that your lid doesn't drip from the middle, then you can just cover it and boil it and steam it. If you are not sure if it doesn't drip from the center here, like dripping down, then take your colander, do a test, basically. So boil some water with your colander in there, put some newsprint in the center and cover it. And for 10 minutes, boil it like that. Take your top off carefully and see if there's any drips on top of your paper. If there are drips, and so you know that your top is not a very non-drippy top, then put your bundle in there and cover it with some tin foil. It's a good safety measure anyway, also, if you even do have a top that doesn't drip very much, because then you know you won't get any drips on there. And the humidity and drippings will come down and spread out across the idea is to deflect the drips. Put this over the top, and there you go. And follow your manufacturer's guidelines for the dye, the particular dye that you're using, as to how long to steam it for. I usually bring it up to a full boil and then bring it down to a high simmer, so it's got a lot of nice steam going, but it doesn't evaporate immediately. And that's it. You steam it, you undo it, and it's perfect. You'll have a good steamed piece that way. All right, thanks for listening. Ciao, bye-bye.